idea today more about life. What is life? Does life have a reason or purpose? Life is a current interpretation of human existence, depending on a society where it's prevalent. It varies. It also varies through the time. The same society might have had a different interpretation of human existence, maybe hundreds of years back. On the other hand, today, some tribes that still exist in certain parts of the world have a completely different interpretation of human existence than some so-called technologically developed countries. It changes. This interpretation of human existence, which is called life, changes all the time, like everything else on a human level. On the other hand, there is obviously human existence as part of pure existence, which is completely impersonal, does not have a self. It's completely self-perpetuating. It's a mechanical movement of mental concepts, self-perpetuating, happening from itself, by itself. Doesn't need any human identification with a certain form. It's completely impersonal, completely without form or shape, completely boundless. Human existence is, as I always say, just this processed, pure existence, processed through the mental concepts. In itself, it's mechanical movement of mental concepts. Without a reason, without a purpose, it happens spontaneously. It's self-generating. On the other hand, we have this life, which is interpretation of human existence by current society. And it wants to inject some sort of a purpose, a reason, or meaning into life because it reckons that it's sort of more palatable, that makes it more livable, that makes it more acceptable for human beings, and so on and so on. So it varies. This meaning or purpose, a reason or what it's about, what we are supposed to do as human beings, to give it some meaning, to give it some purpose. Depending on a society, sometimes it's amassing some material stuff, some power, some positions in society. Sometimes it's amassing some good deeds. Sometimes it's just a preparation for afterlife, and so on and so on. Changeable, always changing, always dependent on the current societies and prevalent mental concepts inside these current societies. So now, life, human existence, does not have a reason or a purpose or a meaning. It's a mechanical movement of mental concepts. The human existence is just a little part of pure existence. And as long as it's in sync with pure existence, which is boundless, at peace at all times, balanced, completely still, it's completely benevolent, blissful. But the moment it wears off this track, it works against it. It creates friction. There are ripples in this stream. There are ripples in this stillness, and these ripples spread wider and wider over more than one lifetime, 1, 2, 3, more successive lifetimes, and then it just accumulates more and more. And we have all these negative actions, negative emotions, negative thoughts that are just an expression of that on the human level, processed through the mental concepts. You know, when they say sometimes a child, or often, a child dies and the parents are saying, how could God allow that? Why did this happen? How could this have happened? Is there God? Is there not God? If there is a God, can He allow things like that to happen? And so on and so on. We have to really understand that these mental concepts, human judgments, human norms, human morality, what is good, what is bad, what is supposed to be this or that or how, it's just really mental concepts. Identification with mental concepts, nothing else. It's just part of so-called life on a human level in this physical world. We need to understand that really human existence is part of pure existence. Does not know any of that reasoning, does not know any of those moral judgments, does not know any of the purpose, any of the reason, any of the meaning. It's mechanical, it's spontaneous. We inject all this and we ask ourselves all these questions just because. We engage with the mental concepts, we identify with them, we attach to them when we shouldn't. We should just stream with pure existence. Let human existence be part of pure existence as it is. Recognize it, connect it to, detach from mental concepts. Of all this brooding and engaging and forever asking and thinking of why and what and for and reason for this and reason for that and meaning and useless, waste. It's a waste of time and effort and life. And if anything, this human cycle is an opportunity to understand human existence completely as part of pure existence and spend it accordingly in bliss and peace and balance without attaching to mental concepts, without moralizing, without judgments. Anyway, enough mental concepts for one day, isn't it? Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.